Hi everyone, and welcome to the Soul Finders channel. Tonight's video is kind of different. I've been to this pathway before, but it was only a very short video and only went a short distance. I've come back here because I've picked up 3 or 4 whispers, if I remember rightly. I did pray at this end. What I'm going to do is walk a bit further because I need to get a few things off my chest about certain people that view my channel and see it as wrong because of corrupted religion. So I'm going to flip you around, guys, and we're going to walk along this pathway with a torch. I do have apps which I'm not going to use right now. I'm going to use it in a little while. So check that out behind. That's where we're going. See you in a mo.
Welcome to Paranormal Paul the Soul Finder. Join Paul on his quest, not just searching for ghosts, investigating like no other paranormal investigator. He searches for lost souls as well, helping trapped souls cross over to the light. The Soul Finder Paul will help cross them over to their loved ones to be in unity forever.
Okay guys, we're off. Now, it looks a bit of a mess since the last time I was here. Now that traffic you can hear in the background is the A27 over that way. Where we're walking is behind loads of houses, and this is a pathway that basically goes between the two, the A27 and the houses in Hangleton. Like I said, I've been here before and I did pick up, I'm sure it was 4, but it may have been 3 whispers on camera. So we're going to see how far we can get tonight. You can see there's a billboard over there. So all this you used to be able to explore. That's remnants of a pathway there. So obviously it's all been left to overgrow. Perhaps they want it to just disappear, or they've got plans for the future for this area in building more housing. Now I don't know if some of you remember, me and Steve visited a church, St Nicholas in Stenning, along with Bramber Castle, and just tonight I had a comment on there from a lady saying that I'm basically doing wrong and that she's a warden, and I didn't have permission. Now some other people commented and saying, why should I need permission to record in a graveyard or a church, or as a matter of fact anywhere? We do have free will, and the land is not owned, it is given. Man has made it his own and started making profit off of it. The land is for everybody. Now I want to get this across. In December 2019 I was stricken with a really bad virus. COVID-19? I don't know. But it knocked me for 6. I was basically sofa ridden for a week. I could not get up, I couldn't sit up, I couldn't walk. But I didn't have any cold symptoms. It was more like body aches and leg pains, stuff like that. Now, I seriously dosed myself up. I think it was about the 3rd day with loads of salt, you know, to kill bacteria. And I was drinking hot lemon and honey and all that. And over a day or two, I completely healed. I rose up off that sofa and I was normal again. Whatever that means. In the January, I believe they announced the pandemic 2020, and I think it was around about February, March time that my dreams were so vivid, and someone actually came to me in my dream and said, "Wake up, it's time for you to help. It's time for you to go and explore, to find out the truth." And there was loads of other stuff, but it was like a language I had never heard before. And to this day, I do not know what it said to me, what was said to me. But then, when I started my channel, because that's what I thought I was supposed to do, I was spreading the word of God, Lord, Jesus. And then I was getting a lot of negative remarks and whispers as well into my camera. It was almost like they were displeased with me because I was using the term God and Lord and Jesus. Because if you go back on my older videos, when I mentioned that, they seem to hiss at me or say that I'm wrong. And then I started seeing other videos of people waking up, and they were finding old Hebrew translations about our Creator's real name, His Son's real name, the angels, the archangels, the war in heaven, the fallen, all of it, Lucifer, Satan. The fallen, I believe, are the ones that created the Nephilim with human women, and that's where all the resets come from, because all of a sudden there was massive floods, earthquakes, storms, mudslides, and the Nephilim were no more. And since then we've had numerous resets, but I don't believe it's Yahuwah that is implementing them. I believe it is the fallen, it is Lucifer, because they are out to control humanity, mankind. they want a slave race. And at the moment, they are winning because they're using governments, media, authorities, police to implement their plan. Now, it may take a while, but these people that are doing all this evil will realise that it's affecting not just the people they are arresting, condemning, killing, but it's also going to bounce onto them and their families, because Lucifer has no interest in anyone but him and his followers. Anybody human is just a slave doing his bidding. Now Yahuwah is sitting back because he wants to see who has true faith, who is the ones that will stick by him, that will follow and listen to his word. This is what I believe. There's a big massive spider web there. Sorry, I've got to break it. I'll probably get another one on the way back. So my channel is different to other paranormal channels because I literally help souls that may be lost, stuck, or being held against their will, or simply didn't cross over when they were supposed to because they had unfinished business. Keep hearing movement. Now the reason I speak his name because he doesn't like the term God or Lord. From what I've learned, God is an abbreviation of Godriel. Godriel is one of the fallen, and he serves Lucifer. The name Jesus, translated into English, but if you translate it back to Hebrew, it actually means Esos, and Esos is also a demon. Now, I'm not the only one that has woken up. I see the corruption. I see what they're all doing. And I laugh at it because I know that they will fall. Eventually, they will fall. But they will take millions, if not billions, with them. That's interesting. Actually come to the end of the path and there's actually houses there. But it looks like the pathway does carry on, so let's have a look. I do believe it ends there. That's someone's garden. So I'm going to turn around and walk back now. Now, I know a lot of you have joined my channel because you are awake and you also believe. I'm not going to all these graveyards and all these places to be disrespectful. I'm going to them to see if any souls, any spirits have anything to say, any stories to tell. Perhaps it's what they need to help them to move on. Now the fallen knows what I'm doing. At the moment, they're allowing me to continue because I'm not a threat. They use the media and all sorts of things like YouTube, Google, to their advantage. So if they want to stunt anyone's growth, they can, and they will. Anybody that finds my channel, that sees my channel, is supposed to. Public bridle way. I think that just goes down to houses. But even today, my own flesh and blood, my own families, they sort of shrug their shoulders when I speak about this stuff. It's sad because, see, I don't want to say it because it'll upset everybody, but judgment, when it comes, they won't be asked why they didn't follow, why they didn't believe. That will be it. It'll be over. The faith comes from within you. Right, I'm going to put on some ghost tube, guys. Bear with me a second. I've got 3 phones on me. One of them is my contract phone, which is in my pocket, and one I'm filming with, and this one, and none of them have SIM cards in them, apart from my contract, which is in my pocket. So I'm firing up ghost tube now. Let's see what sort of responses we get. If there are any souls that walk this pathway, I'd very much like to hear from you. You may recognise me, I've been here before.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. Because I have Yahuwah flowing through my veins. I have faith. How are you? If you are here, this device in my right hand is a mobile phone. On it is an app called Ghost Tube, which is a word dictionary.
Bedroom.
Bedroom. Now, bearing in mind there are houses to the right of me. I don't know what that big building is there. Could be a school.
48.
48. Is that your age? Or the year? Doesn't feel like I'm alone here. Who's with me? At the moment, the fallen are not seeing me as a threat. I'll get the odd response from beings that were evil in life, and sometimes they speak of the fallen, which is funny coming through my apps. I do have only 1,500 words on this app. You do have the option to add stuff, but I don't. I like to keep it sort of real, even though it's just an app. And I do believe my face is getting inundated in web. Yeah, I do believe that's a school. If there is anybody here, I would very much like you to whisper into my camera so I can hear you later. I mean, you know, disrespect or harm. I am the soul finder.
Abused.
Was you abused? That's weird considering we're right next to a school. What happened to you? Okay. Would you like to give me your name? My name is Paul. You're welcome to talk to me. Oh man, these bloody spider webs are wrapping all around my head. Excuse me a second. Oh. I felt like Spider-Man was wrapping my head up. What's happened along this pathway over the years? This school hasn't always been here, has it? Yet this pathway seems very, very old, along with this woodland.
Hag.
A hag? Isn't hag another term for witch? There's a bit of movement from in there. Nobody camping in there, I hope. Yahuwah, I know that I talk to you a lot, and I'm hoping that you're not fed up with me talking to you. And I quite often ask you for help. What is that? So I could have swore I saw a face there. It was like a pure white face. And I know, Yahuwah, that if you bring more and more people to
Alcohol.
alcohol, if you bring more and more people to my channel, it's because they're awake. they trust and believe. I thank you for that. Now guys, what I was saying earlier, you know, in the Bible where it says, where they've changed it all to God and Lord, etc., it says about talking to spirits is considered evil. And yet, in some contexts, in some parts of it, it says it is okay to communicate with your loved ones in heaven. Now, it contradicts itself, which the Bible often does, because it's been
Often.
yes, often, yes, because the way it's been translated by man is wrong. The language and the seas were made for a reason, to divide, because of all the war, because of all the disagreements. And what Lucifer is doing is bringing everybody together and try and implement his law, his religion, his control. He wants total domination, and he's using religion to do it. It's war.
He can't stay.
He can't stay. Are you talking about me? Oh, there's a swing. So anyway guys, I hope all this helped as to why I started my channel and why I'm planning on continuing it. Not to grow for profit, because I'm not interested in the revenue from YouTube. I don't want their money. I'm doing it because I choose to, because I want to help the ancient souls that are stuck here from previous, and the modern day souls that are being held here,
Burnt.
burnt. Right, I'm not going to pray here, reason being because I want to see what I've got on camera, and if I do have any help me's or anything like that, then I will come back and pray, because as you know, that's what I do. Now, I was in two minds tonight about coming here because I had bad feeling. I got feeling that's evil manipulation. They don't want me going out to help anybody.
Where?
Where? Wherever I go. I know evil is watching. Is it me, or does this pathway seem longer coming back? So anyway guys, yeah, there it is. I believe I'm coming back to the houses now. So I thank each and every one of you for watching. Please click that hype button on the comments, and that should boost the advertisements for YouTube so other people can see. But like I said, only those that want to be there will see me, will see my channel. Right. So that's it, guys. That's that pathway, which basically just led to more houses. But interesting. So let me flip you around, guys.
Confusing.
It is confusing, yes. So let me flip you around, guys, and I'll end this video. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for going into one like that, but when I get comments on my videos like that saying that I'm wrong, etc, etc, everybody has their own beliefs. Obviously they're all corrupted by religion and different sorts of stuff all going on at the moment. There's a 10-year massive reset going on, so you know, we just got to have faith, fight through it all and come out the other side. Hopefully, if we do end up,
Following you.
see, hopefully if we are not long for this world, then we will be finding somewhere better than here. So anyway, Yahuwah be with each and every one of you. Be safe, look out for each other. See you soon.